Okay, welcome, peer counselors. This is Nancy Chebet, a student from Aga Khan University, taking a Master's of Education in Educational Leadership and Management. Today, we want to have a session on school guidance and counseling. As peer counselors, it's important for you to understand the skills that you need as a counselor. So first, we will look at our outline, which is about the meaning of guidance and counseling. You need to understand yourself as a counselor. Also, the guidelines on guidance and counseling in schools. It's important that before the end of this session, you should have understood the counseling skills. And of course, we will briefly talk about the social issues affecting learners. And that will give a reason for us to undertake these counseling skills. So we have our objectives. Definitely, before the end of the session, you must have acquired the skills to carry out effective guidance and counseling in the school with your peers within your classroom. Also, you as a peer counselor should be able to assist your peers to manage stress and anxiety. That by learning those skills, it will enable you to do so. Of course, you need to set your own goals as a student, and of course, assist your peers also to set goals. So we'll start by understanding the meaning of a counselor. Simply, you are a peer counselor. You need to understand yourself as a counselor, who you are. And today I'll just talk about the face of a counselor. I would want to tell you that as a counselor, you need to have your ears wide to listen to the needs of your peers. Also, your eyes should be wide open to see things that are happening around you. Your nose should be longest if possible, to smell things that are happening also around you, around your peers in your class. But the most important part is having your mouth dotted, smallest, because people will tell you the issues and therefore you have to keep it to your own self unless if need arises. So that is what we can say about the face of a counselor. So as we are talking about counseling, there are the guidelines that are guiding us as counselors in schools. And I will not say much about it, but every school, according to the Ministry of Education, there are the guidelines there, which were introduced in the year 2007. I'll not say much about this, but just know that there are those guidelines. Under the guidelines, it gives key competences of a counselor. For you to qualify as a peer counselor, there are the key competences. One is on knowledge. You must understand what you are doing. Counseling skills. You must have the skills to counsel another person. Counseling relationship, you should know your limits as a peer counselor with your peer or whoever you are counseling. And finally, for us as teachers and those practitioners in counseling, we must understand the professional ethical attitude and practice, the factors that can limit you, how far you should go in terms of counseling. So this is basically our main agenda of the day, understanding the counseling skills. You must have the skill of listening or observing. You listen to me if I come before you, whereby I have a problem. Listen to my problems. Try to get or understand what I'm going through at that time. Ask me questions. Many a times I can come before you and I'm unable to talk about my problems. Keep on prompting me so I can tell you. Again, reflect about what I'm going through. Reflect about some of the answers that you would give me. Remember, there are no answers in counseling. You only give guidance, but then reflect before you say much. Empathy, put yourself in my shoes. Try to feel what I'm going through. Today I'm telling you, I'm involved in drugs and substance abuse. Put yourself in my shoes. Try to understand me before you judge me. Unconditional positive regard. Maybe my problems are too huge. Keep on telling me that it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Just show me that it's not the end of me. Counselor self-disclosure. We've talked about my problems. Let them remain with you, unless if it's a matter that really needs further guidance, then you can seek help. Also, be genuine. Let our relationship be genuine. Let me see as a counselee, let me see you being genuine to me, that you're really willing to assist. Okay, today I want to give you a task, a simple one, whereby we want to identify the social problems that need guidance and counseling. One of them I've talked about, drugs and substance abuse. There are so many others, could be early pregnancies and many others that you would give. So continue engaging yourself in the group discussions that we have formed. Keep on discussing about this. And then after we've discussed, we will have the final part. So keep on discussing as we continue. look at some of the, actually you are discussing them from your own experiences, such social problems that need guidance and counseling. There are so many changes in the society today. So I want to see so many of the answers from you. So now that we are coming to the end of the session, can you pick your phones, enter that code, and then you let me know your feeling after today's session. Continue feeling that. Otherwise, I've actually enjoyed this session. I wish we will have many more sessions of this nature. Your facilitator was Chebet Nancy, and I'm so grateful.